Hey everybody, this is Gene again, aka LS Turbo Integ, and in this video, pruning hydrangeas. It's about that time of the year. Spring is kind of here, but the weather is saying otherwise. But this is the best time right now for you to get out there and start pruning back your hydrangeas before they start setting their buds. Some people will actually wait until the buds are set just so you can see if there's any dieback from some of the branches that don't produce buds. But really, especially with the hydrangea limelights, you really can't make a mistake on these since they do bloom on new growth. So the first thing, guys, I do is I basically deadhead all the spent flowers. Just so I can see what the shrub looks like. So after I deadhead everything, guys, I'll go back and start pruning the way I want the shrub to look like. I'll basically shape it. Right now I am trying to grow my hydrangeas very large, but I want to keep the shape. So I kind of want a clean canopy on top with nothing at the bottom. Some people like when their blooms are at the bottom, but I kind of want to keep everything up on top. When I do prune, I basically, right where I deadhead, then you can count however many nodes that you want to cut. You just want to cut right above a set, whether that be 2 or 3 or 4 nodes down. It's really up to you. You really can't make a mistake. I've seen some people take this all the way back down to about, I don't know, 2 feet, maybe a foot. They just kind of want to keep it nice and tight. I like my hydrangeas nice and large. So what you want to do is remove all these skinny, scraggly branches, because those won't hold up your large blooms. You want to remove any branches that may be rubbing against each other or crossing each other, because eventually if they're pretty close, they'll actually start rubbing as the branches get large. You want to remove any branches that look dead already. You can tell by, if you cut them, they're kind of brown inside versus green. You do want to remove branches that are kind of growing inward. Alright guys, I'm just going to go ahead and put this on time lapse, and we'll talk more at the end. Alright guys, all the pruning is done. As you can see, everything's nice and clean. All the small scraggly branches have been removed. Any branches that are rubbing against each other or crossing each other, I've cut those out. But everything looks healthy. I do have a variety of paniculatas. I have the sweet summer hydrangeas from Monrovia. I have the limelight hydrangeas from Proven Winners. Vanilla strawberry. This here is the Treeform PG hydrangea. These sweet summer hydrangeas, I've noticed, keeps a vase-shaped form. You guys see how the branches grow straight up versus kind of all over the place. It's got that like that tapered look, which I love. But these are amazing. I picked these up at Menards when they were on sale, you guys. If you guys can buy your hydrangeas on clearance, I highly recommend it. Usually they'll go on clearance during the fall time, but they absolutely look fantastic. I did put these green stakes down and had to tie some of the branches because during some heavy rainstorms, these flowers on these hydrangeas get so big that they just flop down to the ground. So you do kind of have to support them sometimes. Not all the time. Sometimes after a rainstorm you can go out there and kind of shake the hydrangea out and it'll stand right back up. This here, guys, is the Treeform Limelight hydrangea. I picked up 2 of these and so far looking good. Down below here, these are a lace cap variety of hydrangeas. I picked them at a nursery on Craigslist. They were selling them for like 15 bucks. Had no idea what kind they are. So, but they do have a lace cap look to it. And I did pick up 3 of these. I'll post a couple pictures here, you guys, so you can see what they look like. I've had these for about 3 seasons now, guys, and I'm guessing they only get about 4 to 5 feet big, as they've been holding the size, so I don't know if they get any larger than that. Here's another limelight hydrangea. Let's head on over to the corner flower bed, and here's that second Treeform Limelight hydrangea. As you can see, the canopy is doing very nicely. All the branches are pretty sturdy. I've got rid of all the crossing branches, any straggly branches I cut out, but it's looking really good. Other than that bottom section there, I never did cut that lower branch off, so I decided to leave it. It should be a tree form, but I can always cut it later. Now we're heading back over here to the side of the house. These are all limelight hydrangeas from Proven Winner. You can see it's all nice and cleaned up here. Got rid of all those skinny, scraggly branches. You don't want those. Right here, right there in the middle there, that is a vanilla strawberry, and I'm going to have to remove that and transplant it, as both the limelights on the left and right side of it is now crowding it. And at that time, all my shrubs were small, and I wasn't expecting these limelights to get as big as they are. I mean, look at how thick the branches are. I'll post a picture, guys, of what it looked like when it was smaller. I'm very happy how these are coming along. Everything's growing upward. No scraggly branches, nothing crisscrossing or rubbing against each other. Now this smaller one right here, there's actually quite a few, I think 3 of them. Those were actually propagated. These limelight branches, some of them were getting pretty low to the ground, and basically all I did was grab the branch, dug the dirt a little, pushed the branch into it, cover it back with dirt, and put a brick on it. And by the end of the season, I had another limelight hydrangea with roots growing underneath it. So I did cut it off at the bottom to separate it from the main and transplant it, and that's what you saw back over there. This here is a Pinky Winky treeform hydrangea. I have 3 of those. And look how big these are. That's doing very well. This is a vanilla strawberry. This is another shrub I need to transplant. At the time I bought them, I just kind of wedged them in between these limelights, not expecting them to get this big. So I'll have to transplant those to the front of the house. And here's my last limelight hydrangea. And next to that is a PG tree-formed hydrangea, and these are really finicky the way they grow. They're kind of almost like a weeping willow tree. I was expecting the branches to grow upward like a tree form. I guess it just takes you years to train this, but the branches would just kind of weep down and the flowers would just be sitting on the ground. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much all my limelight hydrangeas. But everything's looking good. Everything looks nice and tidy. But again, thanks guys for tuning in. Stay tuned for my next video. Please subscribe, like, comment, and hit those post notifications. That way, once I drop that video, you guys will be notified. Have an awesome, beautiful day, guys. Bye now.